and Happy New Year! Okay, so well, it's actually not the new year right now, but when I put this video out, it will be, so Happy New Year. I'm really excited about today's video because I'm going to be taking you through my process of vision boarding or creating a mood board. I really love creating vision boards because, in my opinion, I feel like they can be extremely powerful when it comes to the law of attraction and manifesting and things like that. So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to kind of be taking you through a little bit of the motions of what I do when I'm preparing or creating my vision board. So if you want to know, then just keep on watching. The first thing that I like to do when creating my vision board is I like to kind of sit down with a pen and paper and pretty much write out my goals for 2020. One thing that I'm trying to practice, especially within the new year, especially with this vision board, is being more intentional. In the past, I would just kind of throw pictures on there. It really didn't make sense, and a lot of times I was unsure of the things that I put on there, or a lot of the times I would watch vision board videos and I would see one girl put she wanted to visit this place, and I'd be like, ooh, I want to visit that place too, and I would place it on my vision board even though I really didn't care for it. So one thing that I'm really trying to focus on in 2020 is just being intentional with all the items that I place on my vision board. This is also a good time to kind of reflect on 2019 so I can make sure that the things that I'm doing in 2020 are not a repeat of the things that I did in 2019. Next is the fun part, which is picking out your pictures. Now, this is where you can pretty much use any type of picture that you want on your vision board. Some people cut up pictures in magazines. You can do that if you still purchase magazines. What I like to do is kind of go on Pinterest. I like to steal pictures off Instagram, literally everywhere, Google, anywhere I can find. And then what I'll do is I'll just kind of like save it to a Word doc and then take it to FedEx and get them printed. You don't have to have your pictures printed in color, but I personally prefer, I just think it makes the vision board look a lot better. But again, just go through and just pretty much print out any type of pictures that you want. If you are good at like photoshopping things, this will be a really good time. I'm not really good at Photoshop or anything like that, but you know, this is a good time to get creative. If you have not utilized Canva, then you need to use it. It is completely free and it is amazing. Like, you can literally create any type of thing that you want on Canva. It is absolutely incredible. I love it. So I definitely made sure that I utilize it during this process. So for me, I decided to go over to my sister's house to create my vision board. Now here's the thing about vision board parties and things like that. Just be mindful of the people that you decide that you want to create your vision board with. If this is your first time creating it and you're not really used to it and you're not really sure what you're doing or how you feel about it, I highly recommend creating your vision board alone. I hate to be this person. Actually, no, I am going to be this person. But you really do have to be protective of the people that you keep around you, and you really do have to protect your energy and things like that. Vision boarding or creating a vision board can be very vulnerable, you know, so that's why you really want to make sure that you're creating a vision board with people that are supportive and loving and people that you trust. The last thing you want to do is put this gigantic goal on your vision board and then have someone sitting to the side like, that ain't never gonna happen, or yeah, right. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really want that energy. Like I said, creating a vision board can be extremely vulnerable. So just make sure you're surrounded by the right people. I decided to go to my sister's house because she is my biggest support system. I love her to death. She is my life. So we kind of created this whole thing. We started it last year, and so we were like, you know what? Each year we are going to create our vision boards together, and I absolutely love it because she's amazing. All right, guys, so it has been a few days since I originally had filmed the first couple of clips, and since I have made this vision board, but when I was editing the video, I completely forgot to show you guys the final product. So that is what I'm about to do right now. So yeah, let me just show you kind of what my vision board entails. And I do want to say that again, for this year, I wanted to be a little more intentional with the items that I put on there. So I'm going to kind of go through and explain like why I put each item on there. And also I'm not gonna lie, I would say this vision board is very career heavy, because that is one of my intentions that I'm setting for 2020. It's just really to grow my like YouTube channel, you know, build a brand and things like that. That is probably like my major goal. So you will see a lot of that on my board. So starting right here, I just have a quote that says, "If I persist, I will succeed." I absolutely love this quote. I learned about it, or I recently heard this quote in 2019, and I don't know, it's just something about it. Like anytime I'm struggling with something that's like difficult and I like don't want to do it, I start repeating, "If I persist, I will succeed. If I persist, I will succeed." And I don't know, it just makes me feel better, and it kind of helps me get through whatever I need to get done. So this is something that I plan on. I started using it again in 2019, and I plan on bringing it or using it again, but more in 2020. And then up here, I just have some pictures of the Bahamas, because me and one of my best friends, we want to go to the Bahamas this year. So I am trying to manifest that, or did I say it right? Yeah, I'm trying to manifest that for us, because believe me, this trip is needed. So I have like a picture of 2 different resorts, or they might be the same resorts, I don't really know. And then you guys know the infamous pigs, okay? Your girl is trying to make it to the Bahamas. And then obviously I have some money on here because, you know, hopefully with growing my YouTube channel and brand and things like that, then I could grow my income. And then down here I have a picture that says financial freedom, because that is the goal. It's always the goal. Who doesn't want financial freedom? And then lastly, I have my beloved G-Wagon. I want this car so bad, and I'm going to keep working at it until I get it. I put this car on my vision board every year, and I'm going to keep putting it on there until it manifests. Now to the left of it, I just have a picture of a Chanel bag. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really into like luxury brands like that. I don't really care for it. However, if there was one purse that I do want that would be like considered a luxury item, it would be a Chanel bag, because I think they're so classic, they're so sexy, they're so sophisticated. So I have that on there. This is something I'm working towards. And then going up, I have successful entrepreneur, because obviously again, like with growing my YouTube and things like that, I'm not even gonna say hopefully, one day I will be working for myself. So just keeping that on my board as a reminder. Then I have keep calm and be debt free. I love this quote just because, I mean, I did go to college, okay? Even though my college loans aren't that bad, I still would like to get rid of them. Same with this credit card debt that I have. It's not too bad. There are people that have way worse, like terrible, like really, really bad debt. Mine is not that bad, but I still would like to be debt free. So next I have love on here, and the reason why I put just the word love was just because I didn't really want to tailor it to one thing. Like obviously I am open to like a relationship and things like that, but I also wanted to represent like just loving myself and just giving off love and things like that. I think love is really important, and I don't know, I just feel like as time goes on, we kind of lose the idea of love, or I don't know, people just kind of like play around with the word and don't really take it seriously, but I do, so that's why I put it here on my board. And then I have a picture of my girl Joy Chavez. Now I'm gonna be real, I do not want this girl's life, okay? I mean, yes, and if you don't know who she is, she's Future baby mama, and she's also Bow Wow's baby mama, and I do not want her life. However, I do want her body. I think she has an amazing body. Now, if it's hers or not, I really don't know, and I really don't care. All I know is that it looks good, and I just wanted to keep that on my vision board for inspiration. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna jump up to the top over here. So this side of my vision board is definitely, like I said, more career focused. I'm gonna start in the middle. This is my YouTube, and obviously I'm not really good at Photoshop, but on Canva what I did was just kind of like put these numbers instead. Obviously I do not have that number right now, but I'm setting the intention that I will reach this number this year, so I just have it on my board. And it was really easy to do. Just go into Canva and just like block out the other, like the original numbers, and then just kind of put your own. And then coming here, this is actually a picture of Google AdSense. And if you know anything about YouTube, then you know that anytime someone's channel gets monetized, this is the letter that they are expecting in the mail. So I decided to put that on my board as well. I'm trying to manifest this letter. I am setting the intention that I will get this letter sometime this year so I can monetize my YouTube channel. All right, so the next one is, this one's a little weird. So this is called, or this Twitter account is the Influencer League, and it's actually ran by another girl that I follow on Twitter as well. And the reason why I put this on here is because I really like this girl's content. She's really known, so she works with, I'm not really sure what exact company she works for, but long story short, she's really known for like helping like small influencers, small like YouTubers, small bloggers and stuff like that, like get really big deals or like land their first deals and things like that. So hopefully within the new year, I will be able to like work with her and her company and things like that, because I think she's amazing. I follow her on Twitter, and she's like done a lot for like a lot of people, a lot of small up and coming people. So that is why I have her on my vision board. And then I have a lens because I would really like a new lens this year. This lens is, I want to say like $900. It's a really expensive lens, but let me just say, if I had this lens, my photos will be bomb. So over here, I just have a quote that says, you will never always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. You guys, this quote is so important because we cannot rely on motivation to get things done. Motivation is fleeting, okay? Like it comes and it goes. And if you just only rely on motivation to start projects or to start on your side business, to start on your YouTube, like it will never get done. So we have to learn how to be disciplined even when we don't want to do things we don't want to do. And then lastly up here, I have brand deals. These are just a few brands that I personally love. This is a shoe brand, Ego Official, I think is what it's called. I love these shoes. They're amazing. Then Fenty, Pretty Little Things. Yes, I shop at all these places. And you know, again, with growing my brand and stuff like that, and like landing my first brand deal would be absolutely amazing, especially if it's for one of these companies. So I just have brand deals, and they're just a few. I'm actually thinking about going back and putting like a few more, just because I feel like I have a lot of space to fill. Like I can put something right there, right here, up here. So I'm probably gonna be doing that later on this week. And then lastly, you see there's like this giant space. What I put right here, or what I plan on putting right here, is actually gonna be a check that I write to myself, or better yet, I'm gonna be writing the check, but it's gonna be like quote unquote from the universe, and it's pretty much going to be like the amount disclosed that I would like to make monthly, like an income goal pretty much. The reason why I didn't put it on here is because obviously it's pretty personal, but that is going right there. And yeah, that is my vision board. I know it looks a little messy. I was making it with my sister and we was just laughing and having a good old time, so this is the result. But before I end this video, I do want to say that just know that yes, vision boards are supposed to be inspirational and things like that, but you cannot just post pictures on your vision board and expect it to just kind of like pop up in your life. You need to make sure that every day you are taking inspired action to make these things come true. You know what I mean? Honestly, in my opinion, I think it is a combination of both action and faith that really brings into fruition the things on your vision board. So yeah, that is going to be all. And if you have not already, please subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon.